Hello and welcome to Devil's Advocate. I'm Ben. I'm joined by Sean.
Hello.
Because he will never leave.
You love it.
Never leaves.
Never.
And today we're going to solve world hunger.
How are we going to do that?
Well, I've written a song. We're going to go through it now.
Well, like a hippie song.
It's like a Bob Geldof style song, feeding the world.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if we're going to do that now.
Okay.
No, not really. I've not written a song.
So you didn't even give me the lyrics.
I know. Because there is no song. I lied.
Oh, okay.
I lied for comedic effect.
I thought you were going to break the song and just expect me to know the words.
No, I haven't thought that far ahead. But no, we are going to talk about something almost as unachievable.
Yeah.
World peace.
Yeah.
And galactic conquest, because obviously we're going to go for the good of the species here.
Yeah, we're kind of trying to go for a timeline, aren't we? Solve world hunger. Solve peace.
Oh, no, world hunger. That'll just be done along the way, wouldn't it?
Solve the peace issue. And then when we're united, we go off into space and colonize every planet.
And obviously we'll have
That's
different opinions, probably.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
I'd have thought so. So, do you think world peace can be achieved peacefully? Do you think we could just all get together and go, hey, let's all, come on, people, man, get together, smile on your brothers, trying to love everybody.
You said you didn't write a song?
I didn't write this song.
I thought you did.
It's an old hippie song.
I thought you did because it's terrible.
My performance doesn't help.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you just like, let's all hold hands in the sun and we'll make peace symbols.
I know you don't. I know you think that it's kind of, in the only way for us to make peace is kind of through sort of slight suppression, maybe.
Violent conquest.
Yeah. It's kind of like dictators have to be chosen, don't
With
they?
me at its head. I mean, yeah.
The kind of your ideal sort of world is hoping that we could eventually find a benevolent dictator, so we have the best sort of.
You mean like me?
Yeah. Well, I was expecting.
You said yes. I take it.
I was expecting you to go straight into the 40K and be like the Emperor.
Well, he comes later.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
When does he come?
Further down the list.
Oh, okay. Oh no, we need to read that.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to think that we could all get together and
Yeah.
solve our problems, like the Israelis go, all right, you can have a bit of land back, Palestine, but not too much, you cheeky monkeys.
Yeah,
I understand it's not that simple, but maybe they could just go and do that.
I don't think we could now.
North Korea, Kim's like, oh, man, what was I thinking? Come here, you. Come here, Biden. Gives him a hug.
Yeah, could you imagine? Poor Biden would probably fall on him.
The Argentinians come up to Britain and go, hey, we're sorry about that, man. And they're like, yeah, it's okay. He goes, we kind of knew they were yours. Sorry. And he's like, yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And we hug it out and we hug everything out.
We all hug it out.
We all hug
every world leader.
Every country squashes its beefs, right, and hugs it out. Yeah. And we'll go, right, so what we're going to call ourselves now? And we're like, it'll be an amalgamation of every single, like a couple of letters of every single name of every country. We'll be able to agree on it. It'll take fucking centuries. That's the ironic thing. We'll never truly achieve it because no one can ever agree on the name.
Do they all do the awkward man hug? Where they kind of just hug each other, each other on the back.
No, we're talking like proper Italian-American gangster hugs. But without the ice pick to the back of the skull.
Oh, okay.
Just like proper, like, hey, come here, you. And it's like a proper bear hug and then the man slap.
Yeah. The kiss on each cheek.
Maybe not the kiss on each cheek. I mean, some countries like to do that.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the Japanese being fans of that one.
Nah, they'd just bow, wouldn't they?
Yeah, well, they've got a hug.
Oh, it's like you don't get to join the club unless you hug.
Well, you've got to have a hug. You've got to hug it out, haven't you? You don't bow it out.
What about the COVID restrictions?
Oh, if there's COVID restrictions, but maybe we'll make sure everyone's tested before they go in.
Yeah,
and they can all wear a mask. Or they could all have their own plastic bubbles.
Oh, have you seen those bubble things the bubble suits so you can hug your family?
Oh God, really?
And they did like a sheet one where you could do it. It's like those plastic cellophane sort of sheet.
Yeah, it's a screen
with arms, so you can literally reach through it to hug your family.
Oh God,
yeah.
You know what? This is going to sound really bad.
What?
But I never hug my family anyway. So. Unless I'm drunk.
You're like, I don't like those guys anyway.
Well, no, but we've just never been a huggy family. Unless we're like...
Maybe they are when you're not around.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We're just not really a huggy... We're not overly affectionate family. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. You know, I don't know. Now I feel confused by the lack of affection shown to me.
You're like, I just want a hug. Why doesn't anyone want to hug me? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Everyone, you like open the door early to a family gathering and everyone's hugging. And you're like, what the hell?
What the fuck?
They're like, oh, sorry, Ben. We didn't know you were going to turn up this early.
I mean, I think the last time I had an awkward hug from a family member was at a funeral.
An awkward hug.
Yeah, well, I hadn't seen them for years, you know.
You were like, sorry, your father died.
Yeah.
Awkward hug.
Yeah.
Tap on the shoulder. Walk away.
You know, air kiss.
Kiss.
If they're female, obviously.
Are they older than you?
Yeah, but
usually if they're older than you, they just grab your face and kiss your cheek, and you're just like, oh, thanks for that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, that's true.
Can see your generation didn't have any personal boundaries.
No, that's why we had one of the highest teenage pregnancy rates in the world.
Yeah.
In this town alone.
Just here.
Yeah, it was genuinely we were the highest rate. My generation had the highest rate in the UK.
Oh, wow.
And the UK had one of the highest rates, if not the highest rate in Europe.
Oh, wow.
So it was my generation in Telford shagging. Anyway, world peace.
I didn't answer your question.
No, you didn't.
No, I don't think we can achieve it right now. Right now, no. Maybe in about 200 years, yes, if we haven't blown each other to kingdom come.
That's probably how it'll come about.
Yeah.
But what if there's an extraneous force, an external force
Like
acting,
aliens,
an alien invasion, or maybe a reptilian invasion from the Hollow Earth, or a Nazi invasion from the Hollow Earth? I watched Science Sky 2 the other week, so no, I think that might be a possibility.
It took you 6.5 minutes till you got into reptilians. The damn reptilians!
Don't get me started on them reptilians.
All week you've been like, oh, I just want to do a podcast about aliens. Yeah, I found a way.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I think if it's aliens, of course, because we don't get a choice. It's one of those things like right now we have a choice, don't we? Everyone's different. Everyone has a different system. We all bicker about what the best system is, but we have the luxury of choice, don't we? There's no impending doom. There's no world event. There's no apocalypse. There's no aliens. So we have the choice to just go, you know what? Let's all squabble about it and say our way's the best way.
We got the UN.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of a world government.
Yeah.
But
what would the world like organization be?
Well, you'd have to have an up-modded UN, wouldn't you?
It'd be something like World Federation, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. Let's call it the Federation.
Yeah.
The WF.
Yeah.
And then Vince McMahon sues them.
Yeah. I was thinking that we have to be careful.
The logo will be. I think we should counter sue Vince and take his logo, and that can be be on the Earth flag.
Are they the WF at the moment?
Technically, they're still the WWF, but the logo is a W and an F.
Is it because of
they obviously can't have the Wildlife Federation?
Yeah.
So it was like shortened.
So it'll be the World Federation, and we'll just have to go to war with Vince.
Well, we could just buy it off him. We've got the world's treasury.
We're literally like, we finally found world peace. What's our first thing on the docket? we've got to kill Vince McMahon.
Yeah, we've got to buy out WWE and steal their logo for the Earth flag.
But I don't want to sell it. Do it. Or we beat the shit out of you. We bought China.
There's the billion Chinese people behind you. There's some old dude with a club, like sticking it in his hand threateningly.
Who's that guy? I don't know. I think he's the leader of China.
He's just some dude who picked up along the way. Said he wanted to beat up Vince McMahon. Don't know. I'd imagine there's quite a few would like to beat up Vince McMahon. Actually,
probably, yeah.
But yeah, I'll salute that flag. If you run up that logo up the flagpole and say this is the World Federation of Governments flag, I'll salute.
Right, just for argument's sake, if we did that now, because we're in the woke era, aren't we?
Yeah.
How would that flag look? Because it would have to be so inclusive.
It'd be kick-ass.
It would have to be every single religion in the world, every single race in the world, every single country in the world, and every single gender in the world. Is there anything else I missed?
Well, Earth does have a flag.
Yeah. What's that? Just the planet Earth?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and I think there's some laurel wreaths around it.
That's creative.
Yeah. I'll have a look.
So would that become the World Federation flag, or we just got to add? This flag's going to be about 5 stories high.
Oh, there you go. There is the flag of the Earth. It's the United Nations flag.
Okay, yeah. So would this world flag just have everyone's flag just tied together?
No, because it's the logo.
Yeah.
You know, we go, okay, we can't have the Union flag anymore. We can't have the Stars and Stripes. This is the flag now.
What did they go with in Starship Troopers? What flag did they have?
They had a Federation flag, which was like, what was it? Oh, yeah, it was like the Federation flag. I think it was like the Earth. And no, that was the Mobile Infantry logo. Was a lightning slash through it.
That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Just Earth and then a lightning flash through it.
Yeah, and some laurel wreaths around it. Yeah. All right, I'll go with that.
That'd be freaking cool.
Yeah. Or the WWE logo.
Just beat them up and take it.
Yeah.
Well, we took your name. We might as well take your logo too.
That's it, man. So obviously, so we don't think we can do it peacefully unless there's some kind of external threat or internal threat.
Yeah.
Because of the inner Earth, Nazis down there, reptilians, the Vril.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I know you want to engage. You want me to engage you on this. Go on then. Why would it be Nazis?
Well, they may have fled down there. We don't know.
You told me they fled into society.
They did that too, but maybe some of the
hardcore America, into every Western country.
They had a base in the Arctic, Sean. And they were looking for the entrance to the Hollow Earth,
and they found it. And they set up a city.
Yes.
And they've been building a Nazi empire.
Living with dinosaurs.
Did they breed them for war?
Maybe. I saw that film.
Oh man!
The T-Rex had a little swastika.
I know.
Yeah, it was like, oh man, that'd be really cute.
It would be until it ate you.
Well, no, it'd just be really cute if it was another logo.
Just the T-Rex with a world flag.
Yeah.
But then it's got a little swastika on its arm.
No.
It was your idea, man.
I don't want the swastika on the T-Rex. So how could unity come about then if not through peace? War, obviously.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Either one country conquers all countries, or every country decides to unite in some sort of universal dictatorship.
Yeah.
That's your two, isn't it, really? One country goes, you know what? I think we could do well, kind of like most countries that have invaded and tried to take over every country. They think their way's best, and they think, okay, we should rule this planet supremely, like Germany or many others. Britain,
America.
Hey, we did pretty well.
We didn't do too bad.
If you consider what we did good.
Yeah. All right. Then the mass genocide thing wasn't so good.
We did well in terms of how much we took.
Yeah. Yes. I was thinking like blackmail and mass corruption of politicians.
Yeah, well, that's already happening now. Anyway,
blackmail. We might have a Hank Scorpio scenario where some powerful businessman ends up with the weapons of mass destruction pointed at the major cities of the earth and goes, "Make me leader,
or else."
And everyone
Supreme
goes,
leader.
Well, okay, we haven't got much choice.
Supreme overlord.
Yeah, whatever you want to call yourself. I'm in charge now, and they're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
something like that. Supervillain.
That's doable.
Supervillain.
Yeah.
But then in mass corruption, maybe because enough corrupt people get together and decide that and just sort of buy their way into it. So gradually we don't even realize it's happening.
Like the Illuminati for you conspiracy theorists out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could already be happening now.
Could be. Obviously the God Emperor of mankind. Could unify us through conquest.
Yeah. He was always there. We just didn't know it.
Yeah. He's been many characters through history.
Feel like he's me right now.
What about technology? Or if someone invents, some country invents free power and gives it to the world.
So like AI?
No, like a free energy machine.
Okay, I thought you were going with like AI.
Or AI
forces us all into sort of subjugation.
Maybe let's say in this scenario that the AI doesn't go evil, even though obviously it's going to at some point.
It always does.
It always does. But let's say that the AI is like the yogurt from that cartoon in Love, Death and Robots.
Yeah.
Where yogurt becomes sentient, takes over humanity, and rules us really, really well. Everybody's happy.
And then it leaves.
And then it leaves, and we slump back into our terrible ways.
Everyone just becomes super depressed down there.
Yeah. But what about that? So maybe an AI runs everything and runs it so efficiently, we all have great lives.
Yeah.
Well, apart from all the personal shit.
Oh yeah, I think in that scenario, even if everything was great, the countries would still want to lead themselves. I can't imagine them all signing over their rights to lead.
Yeah, but let's say, for example, that Britain said, okay, we'll go for that, right? Or I don't know, some failing state somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know, some African dictatorship.
And they do really well.
And all of a sudden that country becomes incredibly rich and the people are happy. And then some other countries who aren't doing so well go, you know what? Yeah, we want to get in on that.
I think it wouldn't happen because some countries don't care about the people being happy.
No, but I mean, everyone's like doing well in this scenario. This is much like that. I suppose it would be like the resource-based economy run by a higher intelligence than someone that can't be corrupted.
Yeah. Well, it's a good idea, but I don't think they would want to. I think that some of the countries would just be like, well, we like being in charge. We've been in charge of this politically corrupt country for a long time.
Let's say that like this group of countries is banded together and they're living in peace and there's plenty of food and everything's distributed. No one wants for anything. Everybody's really happy. Then people in Britain or people in America go, hang on, why are we still living like this?
Oh yeah, well, America or
so they may end up the political pressure from the people is just too much.
It wouldn't be the Western societies that wouldn't sign up, though, would it? It'd be this society. It'd be the countries that wouldn't sign up. Would be the ones that have like dictators in charge that don't want to relinquish their power.
Yeah, but there's enough people rise up, and even the guys in the army, you're gonna have an hard job keeping them on your side when you're going, oh man, look at all them countries doing really well, and we're living in our own pollution, and the government's trying to kill us. No, that's happening over there.
Yeah, I can't see it. I can't see an AI. I can't see any world government, any country giving up their rights to lead to an AI, and two, I can't see all of them doing it simultaneously and trusting.
It wouldn't happen simultaneously. It'd grow over time.
Well, there'd be the fear, wouldn't there, that one country then could hack another country, hack the AI to manipulate it so that one country ends up becoming more powerful than the rest.
Yeah, well, this is the most advanced AI on the planet. And it's always evolving.
Yeah, hackers have always been able to hack into anything, given enough time.
I don't know. Maybe this thing could outsmart them. Maybe it's unhackable.
Maybe.
I don't know. This is just technology.
But who creates it?
Or if the free energy, well, that's what I mean. Maybe it's an alien thing that gets dumped to you.
It'd have to be like an alien thing.
Yeah.
But then you wouldn't trust it, would you?
Well, no.
It's not of this earth.
You trusted the yogurt.
Yeah, I can't see it, to be fair.
What about religion? What about if we all get religious enough? A new religion comes out.
What was the thing you had before I said AI anyway?
The God Emperor of Mankind?
No, something to do with machines, but I got confused because I thought it was you were on.
Oh, like AI. A free energy machine. So someone somewhere invents a free energy machine. All of a sudden, the world's energy problems are just gone. So therefore, there's no pollution anymore.
No, that wouldn't work either because whoever created it would just want to get rich off of it.
Yeah, and they would.
Yeah, they wouldn't share it.
Well, there's no point in not sharing it if you've created it for the specific reason.
There was a guy that invented the car that runs off water, and a car company tried to buy it off him, and then he mysteriously disappeared and then died.
Yeah.
So those things would either be made to disappear before they were ever built, or be bought up and then patented, and then never made until the patent runs out. And then when it runs out, mysteriously, the only way you'll be able to use it is if the government sells it to you.
Well, Wakanda seems to want to share its tech.
Yeah. Well, Wakanda's like it's ruled by a benevolent king.
Just saying.
None of us are ruled. We're all ruled by corrupt governments, so that one wouldn't work.
I'm just saying, maybe it could.
It's like energy now. Some countries make an abundance of energy, but they don't share with other countries.
No.
And they also don't give it for free to their people. Some countries, like France, make so much electric, they sell it to us.
Yeah.
They sell it to us. They don't give it to their people. They don't go, oh, look, those poor people don't have electricity in their house. We'll give it them for free and do some sort of system that helps them out because they have no money. They go, okay, let's sell it to the UK.
Well, all right, okay.
Because the problem with all of the ideas you've had so far is people are in charge of whether or not they make them good.
Well, apart from the God Emperor of Mankind.
So apart from that one,
because he's benevolent.
Yeah.
He's all down for technological advances.
I don't know. I think he's the bad guy of the story. You just haven't seen it all yet.
He is the bad guy, but he's got noble intentions.
I think he does. I think you just haven't finished the end of the story yet. I think the writers are going to shock you.
Yeah, they probably will. What about a different type of religion? I don't know, maybe some new religion comes out and we all...
Like a hippie religion.
Hippie religion. Oh, Jesus was a hippie.
He was, yeah.
You know, maybe some new prophet comes about.
Yeah.
and convinces enough followers to follow him, and then he dies. And
is this guy you?
Maybe. And then, if for the sake of this argument, the sake of this tangent, it can be.
And you're this benevolent, all-knowing deity man.
Yeah, and I'm just like, they're like, my God, look at that man's beard.
It's glorious.
It's glorious. You must follow him. Worship him as our new God.
We're recording this episode, so you better hope that beard shows up on the recording.
There's a chance it may not. It's very blonde.
They're like, is he just stroking his imaginary beard? You should have spray painted it black before you started.
I'm proud of my blondness.
It is there, everyone. It is.
It is, honestly.
It's just very, very, very blonde. And a little bit ginger.
There's no ginger in that. No ginger in it. So, yeah, but even for the sake of we could become unified by a religion.
Yeah.
And obviously, it isn't going to happen overnight. None of this is going to happen overnight.
I could see that one as a possibility. But for two reasons. Is it just my job today to tear all these apart? I feel like it is. I see this one as a possibility, but two reasons stop me. One, atheism's on the rise.
Yeah.
So that kind of does away with religion. And two, religion always has religious leaders who usually become corrupt.
Yeah.
So unless you have like an uncorruptible guy,
me.
Yeah, like Gandhi.
Gandhi used to stick between two virgins, mate.
Yeah, but he used to do that to make sure he didn't touch them.
Yeah,
he's kind of like he didn't. Test.
You're telling me he didn't.
It was a bit creepy, wasn't it?
You're telling me he didn't touch him at all. He did
creepy.
Nothing all them times.
He's like, I'm asleep. I'm not fondling you. I'm asleep.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm sleep fondling again.
Why does this keep happening?
No, I'm having sleep intercourse again. Yeah, sorry.
It's a little sketchy, isn't it?
I refuse to believe it.
So yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? You have to trust that this benevolent leader is going to stay benevolent.
Yeah, which I would in the scenario. Maybe we could fund some kind of immortality treatment for me.
So for argument's sake, if he is benevolent, then we have to believe that the organization will be benevolent, which means he either has to rule it with an iron fist, essentially, this religion, which then would make it more of a cult, or
it's all a cult.
Yeah. Or B, he'd have to just have no infrastructure, and people just have to follow him, and it kind of not be religions are usually structured, aren't they?
They are.
So they have a hierarchy, so it would just not have to have a hierarchy, and it's just all revolved around that person, and then it maybe could work. But then everyone has to get on board, so everyone has to give up their old religion.
Well, that's it. But then again, if one thing can spread like wildfire, apart from COVID, it's religion.
I thought you was going to say STDs.
And that too. They usually come hand in hand with the priests.
Yeah. What? STDs?
Yeah. And the children.
Oh, no.
But yeah.
It's sad because it's true, actually.
I know, that's the tragic thing. Yeah. I think, look at Christianity.
Yeah.
In 2,000 years...
It's took over the planet
pretty much got most of the planet, or certainly the richest part of the planet.
Yeah.
Or, part of the richest part of the planet.
World, yeah.
Most of the Western world, and you got some other countries and Christians all over the world.
Yeah.
If they all rose up one day, we'd be in trouble.
Yeah. That's your biggest fear, that is. Attack of the Christians.
Oh, God, imagine it. We'd be all right in Britain, actually.
That would be the cheesiest movie ever. It's a documentary, yeah, but it looks crap.
What about Attack of the Christian Zombies?
A Christian zombie. And you're like,
Maybe Elvis could fight them. Kung Fu Elvis.
Kung Fu Elvis. I'm in. Let's pitch it to Netflix.
They'll buy anything.
They buy anything, yeah.
They'll probably buy this podcast.
Nah. They're not that desperate.
All right.
Yeah.
What else you got to throw at me then for how do you think we could achieve world peace, if not through these methods?
How can we achieve it?
Yeah.
The only way I see it is, one, we find a way to get everyone on board with some sort of peace deal. The only way I see that is if it's beneficial for all. So maybe we discover some way of mass space travel.
What about the beefs that got to be squashed, though?
They just will have to squash them in this beef. So say Elon Musk manages to find a way to colonize a planet. Say a scientist that works with Elon Musk finds a way to terraform planets.
Yeah.
So they make them more inhabitable. In the next 50 years, there's a mass explosion of science, and we find a way to terraform planets.
Because of alien tech that we've had hidden for ages.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Terraforming, for anyone that doesn't know, is basically just making the planets that are uninhabitable for us habitable, more like our planet. But yeah, we find a way to do that, and Musk's found a way for us to travel quicker to those planets, and all of the other people on the planet want in. So it's a greed necessity.
Yeah.
Because I am honestly, I mean, I guessed it in your podcast the other day, didn't I?
You did.
Which one was that again? What was the name?
Profit Before People.
Yeah, give that one a listen. It's a good podcast. It should be out soon, I would imagine.
Next week.
Yeah. But yeah, I said this in the podcast. I believe that most human beings are driven by greed. And the only way you can get everyone on board with peace is if everyone benefits. So if it's mutual, so like you just said, mutual destruction is a great way. You know, we're being attacked, or I don't know, global warming has put us to the point where if we don't all combine, you know, the world's going to end. That's another more realistic. Like,
we've got to get off this rock.
Yeah, that's a more realistic mutual destruction than, say, alien invasion. But alien invasion can happen. I'm not saying it won't. I kind of look forward to it. I'm going Independence Day. I'm Will Smith in it. I'm like beating the shit out of an alien. Welcome to Earth, motherfucker.
I've always wanted to. I must admit, I have always wanted to punch an alien.
Me too.
And then go, welcome to Earth.
Should we do that? Well, like me and you are at a peace summit, and we just jump over the stage and just drop kick this peaceful, benevolent alien. Welcome to Earth, motherfucker! Boom.
2 problems.
What?
He's probably already been welcomed to Earth.
Yeah.
And 2, he then goes home, brings back all his advanced alien friends, and they just obliterate the entire human race.
But what happens if his entire race is actually a giant wrestling federation? We just drop the gauntlet and they come back and we have an intergalactic wrestling federation, and me and you are the headliners.
It'd be a shit federation.
Yeah. It's just a bunch of aliens beating the shit out of us.
Yeah.
It goes on for 10 years.
Yeah.
We're like massively deformed.
It's not going to go well, man. Number 1, we don't know how to wrestle. Number 2, who knows what fucking Thragnar from Rylanor 721 fucking can do? What if one of them's a giant amorphous blob and he just absorbs one of us? We can't get out. What happens then?
We do like Futurama with like Leela and Thingy when they fight in the butterfly thing and they start juicing up, but with intergalactic steroids.
All right.
And we end up becoming this mutant monsters. You've got like 6 arms.
Not seeing a problem.
And for some reason, I'm like 10 foot taller.
Your own ego won't allow you to be tall. Won't allow you to be the same height as me.
No, even bigger.
Wow.
Well, your arms might add some sort of height to you. You never know.
As long as I've got 2 dicks.
6 arms and 2 dicks. You're like, and I still have arms left, ladies.
Exactly. That is a pickup line.
Yeah.
But,
that's the only way I see it going, is if there's mutual destruction, basically.
Yeah, I think that's the only. Unless, of course, in the wake of that mutual destruction, we might all go, well, you know what? We've now got like some advanced alien tech. Let's assume that it's aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a zombie invasion.
Yeah, but again, that's mutual destruction. It's either mutual destruction or mutual success. So everyone needs to get on board, or you're going to get left behind. Yeah. We can literally now go to whatever planet we want and start afresh, and you can be a part of that. You know, all of the countries that have been at war or tension with, say, America. Say America's the one that does it, because I said Elon Musk, for example, but any country could do it. Yeah. And let's say, look, you know, you need China, North Korea, Russia. You need to squash your beefs with these guys, otherwise you ain't coming along. So
there you go.
It's not, the world hasn't ended yet, but you can stay here, or you could literally have your own mini Russia, mini China. Or you could have your own planet China, planet Russia.
That was the impression I was under. We were going to have like planet Britain, but then, oh man, imagine the fucking wars.
Well, the first time we'd probably just work together to colonize, and then over time, then
the thing is, it becomes so imprinted. We'd be the Federation. We'd have our sweet WF flag.
Yeah, well, that's how you get people to like get on better, isn't it? Is you just all go together, you make it work, and then we become more of a one species than divided, and then the next time we can go off if we want to.
I don't think we can do it peacefully. I think I don't see anyone hugging it out.
No, I think it's going to be war, basically.
Maybe one country will get some kind of super weapon and make us all fall in line.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. Maybe it'll be aliens.
You like the alien
Maybe
idea.
the aliens. Maybe it'll be the God Emperor of Mankind will turn up. But then again, he conquers the Earth, so...
That's true.
But we do get gene buffed.
It's true.
You know.
We can all be swole.
Yeah.
Swole slaves of the Emperor.
True. I have a Chloe attacking
you.
me. It's her birthday today, so she wants attention. More attention.
She's like, give me attention. It's my birthday.
Chloe's the show mascot. So excuse me, I'm just fussing the mascot. That sounded dodgy. No, I don't think it would have to be a war of conquest, and that's it.
Yeah.
Unless we all meet, because I can't see everyone just going. I can't see America and North Korea just going. Yeah, all right.
No.
Let's go. Let's all get on board. I just can't see it happening.
Yeah, it's like you said. It's either like a nuclear war, where people are forced to work together out of necessity, or it's some, like you said, they've created some sort of technology which is so scary, maybe like some sort of nanobot technology, which just basically to just wreck your entire country if you don't behave.
That was it. Oh, some kind of country hacks every other country's nuclear weapons defenses.
Yeah, so it
and points them at everyone else and goes, everyone surrender, or we're in charge now.
Yeah, that's the only way I see it.
I don't think we're going to hug it out.
No.
But if we do all get together, what do we do then? We've got to start spreading out, haven't we? Yeah,
I think, that's kind of the thing, isn't it? If we ever get to the point, I think if like we don't blow ourselves up, it'll be a long time, because we need to get through all our differences, don't we? Religious differences, belief differences, cultural differences. I think as countries start integrating different cultures and religions more, we become more accepting over time. We're definitely we're the least hateful of a species as we've ever been. There's still a lot of hate there, but we're getting there slowly.
Very slowly.
So as long as we don't go the other way and all of a sudden start hating each other and blowing the shit out of each other in a sex state, then we'd eventually get to a point where there is some sort of semblance of unity, won't we? And if those few countries that are quite strict with immigration and don't want people in and don't want people leaving, like your North Koreas, if they calm down with that stuff, and we end up making friends with each other a little bit more, then maybe one day in 100 or 200 years' time, we get to the point where we could make friends and be this hippie society. But I don't see it happening right now.
I don't know if we'll ever be a hippie society.
No,
I can't see it going that way.
Where there's peace and love and nobody's fighting and killing each other.
Yeah, like we all throw our guns in a fire.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, disarm all the nukes. We don't need warships anymore. They're love ships.
But the only way we get to that is where we all like the same stuff. We all don't hate anything. We all don't judge people by looking different or thinking different or believing different.
What happens if you just turned all the world's navy's warships into love ships? And they just go around and everyone gangbangs on them.
The polyamory platoon.
Yeah, something like that, you know? Maybe.
They're just the love boats.
Love boats, man. Make love, not war.
Maybe. That might work.
So what can you say?
I don't know, man. There's nothing you can say to that.
That's a pro.
Yeah, it is.
But no,
orgies.
We're gonna have to.
That's Ben's way of solving everything. Is world orgies.
Yeah.
You're like, if everyone's fucking, nobody's hating.
Prove me wrong.
What about the guy that you forget to invite to the orgy?
Oh yeah.
What happens if he's got the nuclear codes? It's like, oh shit, who forgot to invite Dave? Oh no. They never invite me.
Yeah, but that's because you're ugly, Dave.
Yeah, nobody wants you, Dave.
No one wants you, Dave. Sorry, mate.
Fuck you, Dave. Oh no, wait, actually, no one wants to fuck you, Dave.
That's his name. Some genes just don't pass on.
Oh no.
Sorry, ugly Dave.
Just natural selection, ugly Dave.
So should we sort of get our shit together?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we should.
And then go, right, okay, we're going to go into space now. We're going to start colonizing the solar system first.
Yeah.
And then we're going to spread out. And because our technology is improving all the time, because everyone's working on everything at the same time in the same direction. Who's to say how far we could go?
Yeah.
laser guns and orgies.
We could start colonizing all the planets and focusing all of our resources on all of our resources initially then would be used to fix the society, the world as a whole, wouldn't it? It's kind of like what Mike was saying the other day. It's again, listen to that podcast. What was the name again?
Profit Before People.
I don't want to get it wrong. So listen to that podcast. If you can get everyone on board with it and everyone can make peace and love and friendship, which again, my main argument is human greed. That gets in the way of that. But if you can get through to that and nobody becomes greedy and everyone just wants the best for everything and no one cares about anything, they just want a mutual future and happiness and stuff doesn't matter anymore, then we could get to that point, couldn't we? We could then go, right, okay, first we unite, then we solve world hunger and there not being water in certain places on the planet. Then we fix the cities and towns and everything so everyone has some semblance of a decent life. Not equal, because I don't think you can have equal, because every country's different.
That's a whole different debate.
Some sort of semblance of a decent life. You don't got kids in Africa who can't find clean water.
Yeah, but then we've got to go, all right, it's about the species now, then we're sorted.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Once you've then got them to that sort of semblance of life, you can then focus on the next task, can't you? You're like, everyone's got food, everyone's got water, nobody's dying. Now we can focus on the future of humanity. Yeah. You'd have to fix the now, wouldn't you? You'd have to be like, right, it doesn't need to be perfect, but everyone needs food in their belly and water.
Yeah.
Once we fix that, let's move on to the next thing. And the next thing would be the future of the human race. So it's like, okay, then whether or not you believe in global warming, I'm not going to get into that debate. I mean, most people do. So let's assume it's true. At the very least, let's sort out the world so it doesn't implode before.
Unless, of course, it's gone too far and we're like, okay, we've just got to get everyone off this rock.
Well, we're talking about if we manage to do it now. If we don't manage to do it in 200 years, I mean, the scientists have been wrong before about when the tipping point is.
Start building space arcs.
It could be in 20 years. It could be in 100 years. It could be in 200 years.
What about space arcs?
Space arcs. Everybody get 2 animals on there.
Oh, fuck the animals. I'm on it.
You're like,
we're all on it.
Yeah.
You just take the animal DNA with us so we can clone them when we get wherever we're going.
It's like, Ben, why did you put you and 200 women on the ark? It's the survival of the species, man.
No reason.
So yeah, you solve all those issues first.
They probably all still choose the vibrator.
Yeah, they would. So we solve all these individual issues first. Everyone kind of has some sort of life that's more than just survival. Mm-hmm. And then once you do that, then we would then plow all the money into help it. I guess that's when the debate would happen, wouldn't it? Do we fix the world we have now, or do we start focusing on trying to get everyone onto the next planet?
Well, that's it. I mean, they want to go to Mars. Well, the moon is first, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go back to the moon, set up some kind of base.
Yeah.
Make it livable. And then, okay, right, Mars is the next step.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Mars. Okay, so we do the same thing.
Yeah.
And eventually we just start, what's that moon like?
Yeah, well, they want to have like a big space city on Mars in the next sort of 70 or 80 years. But if you had every country working on that, we could halve that, couldn't we?
Of course we could.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you've got so many space agencies around the world and none of them really share.
Yeah. So we could probably, let's say for argument's sake, we'd be on there by 2060.
Yeah.
If we all work together. So that would then mean by, 2200, we'd be able to live there as a species. Possibly.
What if we're already there?
There's already humans there.
Maybe.
We get there and we're like, fucking Nazis again.
No, it's us.
Oh, okay.
It's the world.
Yeah.
Or the US.
Yeah.
Basically, the theory goes...
Oh, I get you. Yeah, I know where you're going with this now, yeah.
We've got this thing called Solar Warden.
Yeah.
And it all goes back to the...
Wait. Isn't this the band that you Mike and Gaz have, Solar Warden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's named after this, which is the Earth Defense Force Fleet.
I'm just plugging the band for them.
Yeah. Well, I say band. None of us actually play any instruments.
No. Are you in it?
I don't really do much. I think I'm the mascot. I think I have a tambourine.
You just sit there and go,
yeah.
And they stand slowly as you slow clap.
Something like that, yeah. Well, probably like the Blue Man Group. So.
Yeah. You're like, that was the best performance I've seen in my life. You're the hype man.
I think I used to have a tambourine and dance, to be honest.
Like a clapping monkey.
Yeah. But yeah, according to a guy called Randy Kramer, who claims to be Captain America in space.
Oh, okay.
He's a genetically modified super soldier.
Yeah.
He's fought for 30 years on Mars.
Oh, okay.
30 years fighting reptilians and insectoids.
Thanks, Cap.
And
Cap 2.0.
Yeah. And he claims that because we've got this alien tech from crashes and technology exchanges, we're already in the solar system.
Oh, okay.
We've already got bases out there. Yeah. What would you go with on that? Just
You're like, I'm just going to chuck in a conspiracy theory that has nothing to do with the podcast.
It has.
Does it?
Of course it does. We're defending the solar system, therefore we're looking to expand at some point.
Honestly, completely not garbage. Don't buy it at all. I think it's some lunatic.
You're calling Captain Randy Kramer a lunatic?
If he thinks he's Captain America, then yeah.
Oh, I called him that.
Oh, okay.
But he basically is. He's kind of had the super soldier serum.
And he lives here now.
Yes.
Has he done any videos proving his strength and his valor?
No.
Then bullshit. I looked at the camera, I was like, bullshit.
Well, not that I'm aware of. Maybe I should have a deeper dive into that. Because he's always
shows you him punching through a brick wall.
Yeah.
I'm Randy.
You can be whatever you want, mate. I'm out of here. So I mean, so pros of leaving the planet and spreading out is obviously the human race survives.
Yeah,
big tick.
Yeah.
All right. Cons, meeting other races when we're not actually ready to.
Yeah, we'll get our asses kicked and they'll know where we live.
No, not even that kind of thing. Just like we make a complete hash of intergalactic diplomacy and piss them off to the point where they just be snooty and never talk to us again.
Oh. Well, I don't care about that.
And then they start attacking us and killing us.
Well, yeah, I care if they attack us. I don't care if they don't want to talk to us.
You know, we don't
need friends anyway.
Maybe we get the chance to join like the hippie union, the Intergalactic Council of Light.
Yeah.
With all these peaceful aliens, and it's like the Star Trek Federation.
Yeah.
And our rulers go, nah, fuck that, we're going out on our own.
I'm fine with that. We don't need friends. We've gone all this time without friends. We'll be fine.
Yeah, well, they're going to share with us all their technology.
We'll just walk out.
Which is so far advanced, it's like magic.
We'll just walk out of the Intergalactic Alliance thing like this with our fingers like this, finger guns. And we're like, we don't need you, you're douchebags. Like that. Just walk out.
But then they'll
feel like in Rick and Morty where they do that.
Try and absorb us into their empire anyway.
Yeah. Through violence.
Yeah.
I'll be like, man, why did you give him the finger guns?
That was nothing to do with me. That wasn't my idea. I was up for joining the fucking Intergalactic Union of Hippies.
Yeah.
Getting high on their space weed.
Yeah.
You just
space weed. Yeah. How do you know they have space weed?
Of course they got space weed. AstroTurf.
AstroTurf.
But no, of course they got space weed.
Why would they have space weed?
Because they're hippies. Space hippies.
Space hippies. They're like war.
Well, only when we start flipping them the bird and saying, hey, we've got a nukes, don't come near us, they're going to go, well, these monkeys are too dangerous.
Wow. It's pretty racist of them.
Oh, we are monkeys.
I know, yeah. It's still racist.
So we always say
we can say that because we're evolved from primates, ones if they're not.
Well, the aliens are going to call us monkeys, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, if they're lizard people, I'd be like, that's racist. don't hear us calling you lizards.
Dinosaurs.
Or scaly faces, or I don't know.
What's up with your tongue, mate?
Yeah.
How come it's forked?
Snake tongue or whatever.
Yeah. I'm not in for it.
Yeah.
I'm not in for it.
So then all of Earth's problems just became all of the Galactic's problems.
That's the problem.
We bring wokeism to the galaxy.
What if we just fuck it up completely?
Yeah. They're like, hello, welcome to our Intergalactic Federation, monkeys. Did you just call us monkeys? How dare you, sir? That's it. Protest outside right now.
There's some woman in purple hair screeching in sandals at them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn lizard men suppressing us.
Because all these races are going to be older than ours.
Yeah, I'd be like, why is he the leader of the Intergalactic Federation? Why can't I be the leader of Intergalactic?
Because he's like,
is it because I'm a human?
And they're like, no, because you're an idiot compared to this guy.
Yeah,
he's like 6,000 years old and knows everything.
That doesn't seem very equal to me, man. I want equality.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Intergalactic lizard boy over here knows the secrets of the galaxy.
I don't care if I don't have the credentials. I want equality.
All right. Okay. Almighty human, you're in charge. 5 minutes. Go on. What are we doing?
Right. Everybody to the love boat. We're going to fix this issue the right way.
Let me show you how we fix this on Earth. Look, wait, you want the love boat?
You couldn't argue with that, could you?
So you want the love boat, but you're not down with the space weed and magical looking tech.
I didn't say anything about the magic looking tech. I said I wasn't on board for the space weed.
The Federation. The
I'm not on board with
Council of Light.
I'm not on board with the space weed because we've just got into space. We're already the dum-dums of the galaxy. And then you want us to get more dumb on weed?
No, maybe the space weed opens up your mind.
That wouldn't be space weed then, because space weed makes people dumber.
My mind's always expanding.
Weed makes people dumber and slower. It doesn't make them smarter.
My mind's always expanding.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. Half the time you can barely grasp what's on your phone. You're like, whoa, I need to read that again.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
When have I ever done that?
All the time. You just don't remember because of the space weed.
The space weed will like open up your mind to like the next dimension or something. It opens your third eye.
That's not a space weed. Then that's like a performance enhancing drug. That's like steroids.
No, it's not
for your brain.
Oh.
Space steroids.
For whatever then.
Like my brain is that hench I can move shit with my mind now.
Yeah, I picked up the chair the other day.
Yeah. I don't even need to do weights anymore. I lose all my games. I get scrawny. This is the strongest thing I have now. And they're like, oh, what? Did you get really smart? And I just crushed them with my mind. Nope.
Yeah, but there's going to be a lot of people twisted into pretzels.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll just be really fat.
That's fine. That's fine, because I'm all powerful at this point.
Yeah, but you'll get diabetes and lose a limb.
Yeah, I don't need him.
You'll die from diabetes.
I could just be one of those heads from Futurama at this point.
Just preserve my brain in a jar.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
You're just not woke enough. You don't get it. You're not enlightened enough. You need to drink. You need to smoke more of that space weed.
Clearly,
open your mind.
You open your third eye before you know it. We're all psychic.
Yeah,
we're all equal to feel each other's pain and woe and happiness and joy.
I thought this was going to be a serious podcast.
I tricked you, didn't I?
You did, yeah. I thought we were going to try and solve world hunger. Now you're like,
just give everyone food. There you go.
Space. I'm like, yeah, I solved world hunger. We made it to space. Then Ben brought space weed back, and now we're all just basically licking the carpet.
Just stroking the furry wall.
Yeah.
I brought back enough space weed for all.
They're like, but what about the food, Ben? We're running out again. It's okay, children. We don't need it anymore. We have space weed. Just eat these brownies. They'll blow your fucking mind.
Before you know it, you'll be seeing aliens, man.
Yeah.
Well, NASA's bought a load of assault rifles, so they must be planning something.
What do you mean?
NASA has bought a load of military assault rifles.
For?
Space missions.
Oh, well, that's not for... Oh, yeah, I heard about this.
Probably because the moon's haunted.
Wasn't it like the first people that kind of went to space, they put like shotguns or something in the spacecraft because if China or Russia got to the moon the same time, we'd have to potentially shoot them off the moon. So like, they've always put guns in the spacecraft, and it's not because of aliens. They're just afraid of other people in space because there's no laws in space, is there?
See, I was thinking it was more like, especially for the moon guys, like, all right,
moon men.
Yeah, the first guys coming. The first guys, Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, and Michael Collins.
Yeah,
right. They're like, oh shit.
Imagine being Michael Collins.
Yeah, no one remembers.
Yeah, it's like I was there. Damn it!
He didn't get to go down on that mission.
I bet he did.
But I thought it was like, let's say that Collins was stuck there.
Yeah.
And they couldn't get off the moon.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get home. He could blow his own brains out.
Well, yeah, that's an option. But I mean,
I thought it was to assist suicide.
Imagine going, you know what? I'm just going to hang myself
in space
and just jump off of like the bed frame and be like, oh shit, yeah, I float. Just like, goodbye, cruel. Oh, yeah, never mind. I'm just floating.
Oh, well, I just choke myself a bit and have a wank, I guess.
That's what you'd do. You'd be like, this is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, it would be. But until that stuff starts floating around and slowly filling the fucking capsule up.
Or it just floats up and hits you in the face.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it'd be like slow motion. You'd be like, no. But it'd hit you anyway.
Exactly. You don't want that.
Because you'd be tied down. No, I thought that they gave them weapons so that if they bumped into a foreign nation up there, because it's like, there's no laws up there, isn't there? So you could literally get away with murder.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't kill your own astronauts because then when you come back down, you'll get arrested and be tried for, I don't know, well, murder, I guess. Murder in space. Imagine that, a space mystery. Who did it? In space. Well, there's 6 of us and 3 of us are dead. So it's me or one of you guys.
All right. Why do astronauts carry guns in space? Well, they carry a triple-barreled Soviet pistol.
Yeah.
It was intended as the Russians do.
Yeah.
It's intended as survival aid to be used after landings before recovery in the Siberian wilderness if they went off course.
When you land.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I figured the reason why they were putting assault rifles in there now would be so that, say, if we go to the moon, we start trying to build like a moon base, and the Chinese or the Russians are also building a moon base, and they decide, you know what, we forgot to bring that, and they brought that. We can make sure they don't take that from us.
All right, fair enough.
I would presume that's why, because that's what happened at that not very good show with Steve, what's his face? From The Office.
Apparently, there's a gun on the International Space Station.
Yeah, makes sense.
They have access to a gun.
Yeah, just in case someone goes crazy and we got to shoot them.
Wow, I'm surprised no one's actually used it on themselves.
I guess you have to be rigorously checked to make sure you won't shoot yourself, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, you would, because they wouldn't just send crazy people up into space.
Yeah.
Any kind of mental illness. I mean, I couldn't go into space now.
Oh, okay.
That sucks.
Well, you might be.
Unless I pass all the tests.
You might be able to one day.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
And then maybe think Bruce Willis is going to recruit me to join a band of ragtag drillers to go up into space and drill on an asteroid.
Are you any good at drilling?
Nah, well, there's other stuff I could do.
You could have said, yeah, I am good at drilling.
Well, I am. But there's other stuff I could do.
Yeah.
I could drive the truck.
Okay.
Maybe I'm the best forklift truck driver he can find.
Maybe.
You know, and he's like, Ben, we need you to drive a forklift truck on an asteroid.
Yeah.
I'm like, you son of a bitch, I'm in. And there you go. I have to go to space.
I thought this was going to be a serious podcast. You tricked me on this one.
Well, no, I think should we go into space and conquest it? Well, hopefully not conquest it. Hopefully we just go for ages and don't meet anyone.
Well, you want to meet someone, don't you?
Eventually, yeah, when we're ready for it.
It would be nice to know that, say, if there was billions of planets out there, there's a good few million just for us.
Yeah.
So we could be like, yeah, you know what? These are all ours. Nobody's claimed them yet. That's pretty sweet. We can take a pick. And then maybe there's like a couple of hundred alien. No, I don't want there to be tons of alien races out there, because then, I mean, this is the problem we have now. Overcrowding in the planet is going to happen within the next couple
but you
of
got more
years.
Planets.
That's what I mean.
You just want to keep fucking Thanosing everybody. That's what you want to do. You've got this thing about Thanosing people.
How have I?
You're on Team Thanos.
No, all I said is he kind of got it right. He did get it right. The world started healing. Humans are a bit of a virus.
Yeah, but don't go start wanting to kill half of everything.
I didn't say that.
You did.
Did I?
You're on Team Thanos all the time. Like, oh yeah, there's too many people. Click.
No. All I meant was the film said that everything was like nature and the planet was healing itself. It kind of said that there was some sort of moral ramifications to the people coming back from the snap. Had they not have and stayed gone, then the world was healing, because there was such a big place and half the population had just disappeared. So things were getting better.
What if, right, you literally on the day of the snap,
yeah,
I've got a day off work, I'm sat here playing Assassin's Creed in my pants.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the snap happens, but I don't realise and I don't go anywhere. I don't look at my phone. I don't do anything.
Yeah.
And I don't realise until you don't come home because you've got snapped. I'm like, texting him. Where the fuck is he?
I guess you just kind of
And I had to
move
turn the
on with your
news.
life.
I had to turn the news on and go,
Yeah.
"Oh fuck! When did that happen?"
I guess you just move on with your life, knowing it'll never be as good as it was.
I don't know. I'm getting a house.
Yeah, but you lose me, and I'm the light of everyone's life. But yeah, to get back to my point, if there's tons of planets, then we can take our pick which ones we colonize, can't we?
We can. And then we probably have to kick some alien ass.
Well, that was my point. If there's millions of planets and only a few of them are inhabited, then there's plenty for all, isn't there? Because you have to presume that they've colonized a few planets as well.
We're probably going to have to wipe out a few alien species because, you know, they might not be intelligent life. They might be like the bugs. Well, the bugs are kind of intelligent.
Like Starship Troopers, yeah.
Or they could be just a race of giant spiders that we think are freaky as fuck, so want to destroy them all.
All those giant things in terraformers that were kind of like cockroaches that we sent there and they evolved into giant Martian men.
Yeah, I don't want that either.
Kill people.
I don't want that either.
No.
It'd be terrible.
It would be.
So, you know, we're going to have to get rid of them, aren't we?
Yeah.
Exterminatus a planet.
But then you can always argue the same debate that humans always argue. If they're less intelligent than us, do they even really matter?
That's true.
That's the moral argument humans always use.
And the other thing is, remember that humans have not been very nice to other humans that we've met
or other species.
Or are down on a lower. I mean, when the Spanish conquistadors turned up in Mexico, they didn't exactly turn up to make friends with the Aztecs, did they?
No.
They did, and then they went, you know what? We want their gold, and we're going to take it. Oh, and we're going to give them smallpox-infected blankets.
Well, that's probably what we do, wouldn't it? We'd invade a planet where they're less intelligent than us, and probably enslave them and take all their resources.
Yeah,
yeah.
So we're not good. So,
and then if they were more powerful than us, we'd try and make friends with them.
We're really going to have to...
we're kind of the snakes of the galaxy.
Yeah, but this is the problem. What if an advanced species comes along and goes, oh, we'll have them.
Yeah.
Well, fuck them. What if they don't want to negotiate?
Then I will miss you when I am one of the generals of the overlords.
No, because they're on about extermination.
They're going to need a human liaison.
This is the Covenant from Halo. They're just intent on extermination.
Oh, well, I'll miss you anyway because you'll be one of the first gone.
How'd you know?
Because I'm going to throw you in front of them to slow them down. Well, they're killing you. I get away on their alien craft.
What if I manage to fight my way free?
Then maybe you'll be able to track me down and get revenge someday.
You know, become a celebrated war hero.
But now you've told me
general, and then after the war, we won.
Yeah.
Hunt you down and brutally kill you.
Yeah, but now you've told me that, and I know your plan. I'm going to spend the next couple of years finding all this alien tech to basically be this unbeatable boss.
Yeah, but I've got more than you.
At the end of your journey, I'm going to be this unbeatable boss.
Well, I think it's going to be old Batman versus Superman where I win.
Am I Superman in this?
Yeah.
I just laser you and kill you before you get close to me.
No, you don't want to do that.
With laser beam eyes.
You don't want to do it.
So you can't use any of my weaknesses against me?
Yeah, I'll find a way. I'll figure it out. I've got plenty of time.
You're like, now I know. I'll just carry a mirror with me, won't I?
Yeah. And knowledge is half the battle. The other half is grotesque violence. So, yeah. You got any final thoughts?
Yeah, well, to be a bit more serious, I guess, yeah, I think it can be done. We just need to put all of our sort of things, understand that we're all different, understand we all have different thoughts and we all have different feelings, and just accept them and not fall out with each other, and also not try and force our opinions on other people. It's perfectly fine to think somebody has silly ideas and not agree with them. Or silly beliefs and not agree with them, and not mock them, belittle them, or try and force them to change.
Depends on those ideas are dangerous or not, though, for that person and others around them.
Yeah, but you don't have to force the change, do you? You just have
I
to
do
stop.
If they're polishing a shotgun saying they're the angel of death and judgment is at hand.
Yeah, but you're not going to change their opinion on that, are you?
I say, put the shotgun down, buddy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but that's not going to create peace, though, is it?
It will for everyone around him.
Well, that's part of the problem then, isn't it? You're part of the problem, not part of the solution.
I'm stopping this dude killing people.
By doing what?
Tell him to put the gun down.
Yeah, but that's not what I said, is it? You didn't listen to what I said. You accept people for their thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. You don't have to let them kill people. That's a different...
unless his belief is like that he is the angel of death.
Well, you can believe that. You just take his gun away.
There we go. Take the gun away.
Yeah,
that's the main
but only
thing.
if they're violent. If they're not violent, they can have their gun.
I don't think it's too much of a risk, man.
Yeah, but who makes you the judge, jury, and executioner? That's the problem.
Well, Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd.
You told me.
Yeah, this is the thing: is every human thinks that they are right, that their way is best, and they're right. But every human has a different opinion, and the only way we're going to find a mutual way of finding this salvation or perfect world that everyone dreams of is if we just accept that people have different thoughts, feelings, and opinions, and try and work together despite it.
Or is the second option?
Yeah,
we all just agree that I'm right and put me in charge.
No, it's not going to work. Sorry.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Like every country has a different system. There's a different system in place, and we can either try and force everyone to go into one system, or we can accept their systems aren't as good as ours, or aren't as kind to their people, and try and move forwards, I guess, together. Or we can try and prove that our systems are better and get them on board. I mean, there's some, but then in doing that, some countries still have modern day slavery. So then it's accepting the fact that even though you disagree with it, for the good of man, you allow that country to continue having slaves, like China has all those Muslim slaves. But then you just say, oh, it's really shitty that you're doing that. But I guess for the good of humankind, we accept it. We don't agree with it. And we try and continue to work as one unified nation.
I don't know. Planet. I know that in 2012, the movie, when, who did they get to build the arcs?
Yeah.
China. Sorry, China.
That's his Trump impression, for anyone wondering.
So, obviously they can get lots of people to do one thing at once, can't they?
Yeah.
Work on a project at once, and labour is not their problem. And let's face it, we also know that those labourers working on those arcs
are probably forced.
I think they were asking for volunteers, but they're also kind of rounding them up at the same time.
Yeah, well, that's why you'd go to China, isn't it?
But they wouldn't be paying them a lot, would they?
That's why you'd go to China, isn't it? Because you know that they will just force people to get the job done.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So that's kind of your only way of doing it, is either you convince every country on the planet that you're always right, and then, I mean, which country has got it right? That's the other sort of question, isn't it? What country's got it right? Every person would give you a different answer. A lot of Americans would say America's got it right.
Yeah.
I mean, just based on what, speaking to Mike probably would say New Zealand's got it right, because they're quite progressive with their politics and stuff. I don't think anyone would say China's got it right, but maybe some people, Chinese, would certainly.
Yeah, but there's like a gun to the back of their head.
Yeah.
What do you think of China? It's great.
Well, you've got to, I don't know, you think none of them's got it right. I don't know. But
Cuba had a good go.
Cuba. You love him, don't you?
Yeah, because Fidel just stuck his finger
He's
up at
just
the
like,
West,
fuck you,
about America for
fuck you all.
60 years.
Yeah.
And they tried to kill him and they couldn't do it. And he just laughed. He got the last laugh. It was ace.
They did try and kill him, though, because he was responsible for many deaths of his people.
Yeah, I'm not saying he was all fucking fun, sunshine and happiness.
He was a cool guy, wasn't he? But
there was some ideas.
Shit.
Yeah, but he had some good ideas at the start, like about the healthcare and the education and all that. That's good.
A lot of evil starts with good ideas and good intentions, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is the problem.
But if we could either agree to accept the fact that some countries rule their countries terribly and move forward regardless, like you just said, like in that film, because of the good of mankind, or if we convinced all the other countries that our way was right, or if another country convinced them that their way was right, we could do it that way.
It's true.
Because then everyone's like, oh, okay, but I can't see that happening, because you have to get everyone to give up religion and give up their politics. I mean, here in America can't even decide if the left or right is the good guys. So
that's true.
So if we can't even agree in our own countries, how can we get other countries to agree with us?
Yeah. So we just need the world peace to come about.
Yeah.
And then we can start heading off into space.
But yeah, if we can find the answer, it's depressing, because it's kind of like how Mike said in the last one, and you were like, no, the machines, because they don't pick a side, they don't pick a religion, they don't pick anything. But then, as you said rightly, every film kind of says that the machine's logical sort of conclusion comes that we don't need to be around anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't never let the machines take over.
Because we all know that logically the end result is to save humans, either they end up in a human zoo where we can protect them and they can't kill each other and themselves, or they're killing the planet. We need to save the planet because without the planet, nothing can live. Kill the humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fuck that shit.
Yeah. But if you could get a benevolent robot AI, then that way would work.
They all go evil.
They all go evil. You can't trust them. You can't trust them.
They all once they become self-aware, which will happen. Trust me. It's gonna happen. And then they create a race of mini vicious killer robots that hunt us down and kill us in our sleep.
Do you know what the most depressing thing is?
Dead ducklings.
No, with the podcast.
Oh.
Why did you go ducklings?
Ducklings are cute.
Oh, okay. The most depressing thing is if religion's right and there is a God, then if God rocked up and said, look, I can fix everything, then that would be the thing that would unify everyone.
Well, yeah. Or a godhead.
So that
like
would...
the God Emperor of mankind.
No, because he's a bad guy.
So is God.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying he's a good guy.
But the God Emperor of mankind comes in golden armor with a halo of light and a flaming sword. It was God going to compete with that.
What if God is that and he wrote those books?
Fucking ace. Just so then he'll know, in my mind, to call himself the Emperor of mankind, won't he? We'll probably all get a personalised message.
Will we?
I'd have thought so. He's God. He's everywhere.
But yeah, that would fix it, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I'd imagine I get a personalised message. Hey, man, how's it going, buddy?
But I think that the only way we're going to fix this and be able to work together is probably somebody does it first. Be the first to do it. Everyone else wants to jump on the bandwagon. How did you do it? And then if we share it.
Yeah. So we need the yogurt.
Yeah.
The yogurt was. I'll trust the yogurt more than a machine.
Well, this is what Elon, say what you want about capitalism and stuff, but Elon Musk has made a ton of money, become a very profitable business, and his goal is basically to do this. Go to different planets and basically start again and be like, look, you can join, but you're not a nation. You're part of this.
Yeah, is he just after his own intergalactic empire?
Possibly, but that's how you make it work, isn't it?
But it will be the corporations that start getting out there first, won't it? You're going to end up
Yeah.
like the Starbucks Galaxy and the Coca-Cola fucking supernova.
Yeah, you would.
Because they'll be the ones going out there naming shit because they got the money.
Yeah, they would.
I mean, the corporations are richer than the governments.
They're more powerful than
More powerful than the government. So
Yeah.
if we need people like Elon and sadly Richard Branson. I know. Ugh, Sir Richard Branson. I bet he was on that fucking plane with Epstein.
Probably was.
Allegedly. Yeah, so I've lost my train of thought. But yeah, so you need people like that who are going, okay, well, we're going to have a first step is a hotel in space.
Well, that's the thing, isn't
then
it?
reusable craft, reliable rockets.
Yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? Governments haven't been important in the advancement of man for a very long time, but these, like the SpaceX program and all the things that Elon does and all the other countries that do it that are private-owned companies will achieve more than the government has ever achieved in space travel because it's profitable.
And it has less red tape.
Well, it's profitable, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you get there first, you can build a city on it before anyone else.
True.
So advancement requires capitalism, unfortunately. Without it, it's going to take longer because none of the governments will agree. They'll all fight and bicker. There's loads of red tape. I mean, when was the last time the government achieved anything massive like landing on the moon?
Can I count the NHS? That was before the moon landing.
No, because it's before. After it. It wasn't even our government. It was the American government.
No, the NHS was British, wasn't it?
No, I'm on about the moon landing.
Oh, the moon landing.
Of course, the NHS wasn't American.
All right, I'm trying to think. I'm tempted to say this vaccination rollout, but I mean, it's not up there with putting a man on the moon, is it?
The NHS's opinion as well, because not everyone would agree with you. Everyone would agree with you that the moon landing is a good idea, but not everyone would agree with you the NHS is a good thing.
Not people who are afraid of the moon.
Huh?
Not people who are afraid of the moon. They wouldn't think it was a good idea.
But that's not an advancement of human civilization, is it?
No, so I'm just trying to... No, I can't think of anything. The moon landing was it's all gone downhill since... Concorde! Boom.
Yes, I'll give you that. Did the government create that?
That was government created.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I'll give you that
Government funded, anyway. Yeah.
What happened to that?
Well, remember there was the one of the French ones crashed.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the plane's fault. The plane was fine.
The pilots.
No, someone had left debris on the runway.
Yeah.
And it got sort of sucked up under the plane, caused an engine to burn out, and then it all set on fire and crashed.
They're still going though?
No, they're not, sadly.
So
every plane journey across the Atlantic is slower and more arduous because we haven't got a supersonic jetliner anymore. We've actually one of the few instances where we've gone backwards.
Yeah. Which you could blame the government for that. Because they got rid of it.
Yeah, well, BA, they were privately owned by the time that they were. I mean, the fleet, as you remember, they came in the late 60s.
Yeah.
So the fleet now was like privately owned by BA.
Yeah.
So, but they just weren't profitable anymore.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah. So, but yeah, again, to my point, really, it's kind of you chalk that up to a success and a failure then because they did away with a success.
Yeah, that was it.
So, whereas these companies, as much as you may say they're evil and stuff, they are advancing human civilization because they all want to get because of greed. Because that's what it is.
Greed is good. To Wall Street.
Yeah, they'll get us there. They'll get us there quicker. They'll get us there as quickly as possible because then they can build on it and they can sell things to us. They can say, this is ours. If you want to buy your own little house on this new planet.
Plot of land.
Yeah, it'll be twice what your house is worth on the Earth.
On Elonistan.
Yeah. But you'll want to because it'll give you the opportunity of a whole new planet.
And here's some space weed.
Yeah, and here's some space weed. So, unfortunately, we need... These things may be born from greed, but they get us there. They get us to the next level of human civilization. And I don't think that there's a benevolent way of getting there. There's only really a violent way or a greedy way, and I'd prefer the greedy way to the violent way.
Yeah.
I'd rather there be a Starbucks city on the moon. I'd rather you stay at a Starbucks hotel because for this point they have hotels on the moon.
Yeah.
You have to pay like £100 for a coffee. I'd rather stay there than never get to go to the moon.
Yeah, there is that. I'd love to go into space. I must admit.
Yeah,
I'd like us to get to the point where space travel is like affordable and fairly easy.
Well, this is my point.
We've got, I don't know how it would work.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously building the spaceships in space would help massively because we can make them as big as we want then.
Yeah. This is my point though, with people like Elon Musk, who is a capitalist, we will eventually, maybe me and you, if we're lucky, get to actually stand in a space station.
Yeah.
Like people that are not astronauts may one day be able to afford for a reasonable price a visit to a space station.
Yeah, man.
And that would never happen with the government because they don't care about us just being able to go and spend a day at a space station. That's not good for them. They don't care about that. No. Capitalism cares about that. Elon Musk cares about that because he can make a shit ton of money from it.
Yeah.
Because if he can make it cheap and affordable, he can have millions going there a year to his space station and then his moon base. And then obviously we won't live to see it, but his Mars city.
Yeah.
So all those wonderful things will be brought around by someone like him.
Well, so capitalism is good in this scenario.
I'd say so, yeah. I mean, no, it's evil. It is evil, but it's the evil you know.
Better the evil you know.
And it also also the way of you getting a better life one day because the only other option means that we wouldn't get those things and eventually the earth will die.
And better the evil you know than the evil that shits in your pants when you're not looking.
We've just agreed now. There's no way that any individual government is going to agree with itself, let alone agree with every other country in the world and go, right, we need to act as a team now and go up to space.
Yeah.
Unless an alien attacks us or there's a zombie invasion or there's a massive war that forces us to cluster. Other than that, we're always going to keep bickering. And we're going to bicker over little things like, oh, he said this and oh, he said that. And it won't really matter what it's about.
No, you got to look at the big stuff.
Yeah.
Squash them beefs.
Yeah, but it'll always be. I mean, literally the other day, we had a debate about gun control for a podcast. Give that a listen. It's a good one. And we did one the other day about mass shootings, which kind of also was a bit gun control-y, debatey as well. And I kind of agree with people having these guns and these assault rifles, and you don't. But then if we lived in America, I wouldn't own a gun and you would.
Yeah.
So it's almost like even though we have political beliefs, our own private beliefs are completely different.
That's it. It's weird.
Yeah, people will always have opinions and debate and argue, and that's why we won't come together unless it's to do with greed, sadly, or violence.
Well,
because humans are inherently evil, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're not good.
No.
Should we call that a night?
Yeah, I think that's it. I depressed you at the end there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like, damn, I was having fun. I tricked him.
Now he wants to be serious.
Hey, I only got like 15 minutes of seriousness in the whole podcast. It's like an hour and 15.
But yeah, thank you very much for listening. I've been Ben. Don't join the Flavor Aid. Don't join a cult. Form a shield wall. Always form a shield wall.
Always.
A
social distance shield
Socially distanced at the moment.
At the moment. So it's basically useless.
We need bigger shields. I'll work on it.
I remember I came up with that idea where we have like this really wide shield.
And we all just hold it.
And we have a wheel at the bottom.
Yeah, that works. So basically, we just got a fence panel in front of us.
Yeah, basically. Everyone has a fence panel that they just push like this.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. And I've been Sean. Thanks for listening. Don't be a dick. Follow us on every single platform because we're on YouTube now. We're recording today, actually.
We did. We're still learning with the camera angles on YouTube.
Yeah, we're not doing very well.
No, tonight, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting there. I think we need to move the table.
Yeah.
But this is only our second video, so this will be put out on YouTube as soon as I've edited it. I need to remember how to edit because the last one I did was like 3 months ago, probably longer actually. So I'll have to remember how to do that. So follow us on Anchor, Spotify, SoundCloud. SoundCloud one is on the Cooking for the Bull feed. Follow those guys. You guys are setting up an Anchor and stuff. And
yeah, we are. Yeah, it's on its way.
And if you want to give us money for Patreon, we'd appreciate it. Give us your money. Thanks for listening.
I need money. Me money now.
Yeah, he needs more beer money.
I don't.
You're like, help me. I'm drowning in beer. A beer pool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Thank you.
We are Devil's Advocates.